Hey, 49ers faithful. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. The announcement of Patrick Surtain II joining the San Francisco 49ers has sent shockwaves through the NFL community, with fans and analysts immediately speculating about the seismic impact this could have on the team's secondary. While the official statement was concise and professional, the underlying message is loud and clear. The 49ers are not here to play small. They are reshaping their defensive identity around one of the most talented young cornerbacks in the league. Rumors have been swirling for weeks about trade talks, draft pick negotiations, and front office strategies that might have led to this signing. But seeing it finally come to fruition confirms that the team is serious about creating a lockdown defense. Analysts are already projecting that Surtain's presence could force opposing quarterbacks to rethink their entire passing strategy, as his combination of size, speed, and football IQ is rare in a league dominated by aerial attacks. There is also chatter among insiders that the coaching staff has been designing coverage schemes with Surtain as the centerpiece. And this could elevate not only the secondary, but also the pass rush by allowing more aggressive blitzes with confidence. The timing of the announcement, amid off-season adjustments, suggests the 49ers are positioning themselves to capitalize on every weakness in upcoming opponents, signaling a strategic pivot that could redefine their defensive philosophy entirely. Adding Patrick Surtain II to the 49ers roster does more than just boost talent. It introduces a ripple effect that could alter team dynamics both on and off the field. Rumors from training facility sources indicate that younger defensive backs are already studying his tape extensively, eager to learn the nuances of anticipation, positioning, and ball hawking that have made Surtain one of the most talked-about cornerbacks since entering the league. There is speculation that veteran players may take on mentoring roles, using Surtain's presence as a catalyst for elevating the entire defensive unit, while coaches are rumored to be revising game plans to allow him freedom to make instinctive plays without compromising team integrity. Fans are buzzing online, theorizing about potential matchups against elite receivers and imagining scenarios where Surtain completely changes the flow of games with his instincts and coverage skills. This level of excitement reflects a broader perception in the NFL that a single, high-impact player like Surtain can be the difference between a good defense and an elite one capable of dominating playoff runs. Rumors suggest that negotiations behind the scenes were complex, possibly involving multiple teams, but the 49ers' determination to secure him speaks to a long-term vision that goes beyond immediate results. There is also a whisper among analysts that Surtain's arrival could influence free agency decisions by other cornerbacks, creating a domino effect across rosters league-wide. The speculation around Patrick Surtain II's impact is fueled by his unique skill set, which many insiders describe as a rare combination of instinctive awareness, technical mastery, and physical prowess that allows him to anticipate plays before they fully develop. Rumors indicate that the 49ers defensive coaches have been exploring ways to use Surtain in hybrid schemes, alternating between zone and man coverage in ways that could confound even the most prepared quarterbacks. Analysts are suggesting that his presence may allow the team to be more aggressive elsewhere on the field, knowing that Surtain can handle high-pressure situations independently. Sources close to the team speculate that Surtain's mental approach to the game, studying tendencies, memorizing route combinations, and reading quarterbacks, could serve as a blueprint for younger players eager to understand the subtleties of elite-level cornerback play. The hype isn't just for show. League insiders are whispering that Surtain might instantly become the backbone of the secondary, the player who sets the tone for both morale and execution in crucial moments. Fans have already begun debating potential highlight plays and interceptions in future matchups, imagining a scenario where his presence alone forces quarterbacks to hesitate, change reads, or even abandon passing attempts altogether. Behind the scenes, the locker room atmosphere is rumored to be electric, with anticipation building for how Surtain's skill set can be woven into defensive strategies that could make the 49ers secondary one of the most feared units in the league. Some analysts are suggesting that the timing of Surtain's arrival might not be coincidental, but rather a calculated move by the 49ers management to send a statement to the rest of the league. The team is serious about dominating defensively. Rumors indicate that internal discussions have revolved around how best to integrate Surtain into existing personnel, creating combinations of cornerback pairings that could confuse offenses and reduce big plays. There is talk that his presence could unlock the potential of other defensive stars on the roster, allowing them to focus on different roles, knowing Surtain can handle top-tier wideouts. Betting markets and sports forums are already rife with speculation about how his addition could affect game outcomes, playoff predictions, and even MVP conversations, with some insiders daring to suggest that Surtain alone might shift the balance of power in key matchups. The excitement extends beyond strategy. There's a narrative forming around the cultural impact Surtain could have, serving as both a mentor and a symbol of the team's renewed commitment to excellence. Rumors suggest that this signing might also influence coaching philosophies, encouraging younger staff to adopt aggressive, innovative approaches that capitalize on Surtain's unique talents. In essence, the ripple effects of this announcement could be felt across the roster, the coaching staff, and the broader NFL ecosystem as teams scramble to respond to a secondary suddenly transformed by elite talent. Fans and insiders alike are speculating that Surtain's arrival might catalyze a full defensive renaissance for the 49ers, with social media and sport podcasts buzzing about the potential for highlight reel plays, game-changing interceptions, and leadership moments that could define the season. Rumors hint that defensive drills in practice have already been adjusted to accommodate Surtain's presence, emphasizing his strengths while experimenting with schemes that could confuse opposing quarterbacks. Analysts are projecting that his impact might extend beyond individual matchups, fundamentally altering how teams plan their offensive strategies when facing the 49ers, as they must now account for a player capable of disrupting rhythm and dictating the flow of the game. There is also talk that Surtain's mentality, competitive, intelligent, and composed under pressure, could serve as a stabilizing force for a secondary that, in prior seasons, occasionally struggled against high-octane passing attacks. Fans are drawing comparisons to past defensive cornerstones, debating whether Surtain has the potential to redefine the position in the modern era. Rumors circulating in the NFL community suggest that other teams may even reconsider trades, draft strategies, or free agent moves, highlighting just how transformative one elite cornerback can be in a league increasingly focused on offensive fireworks. This level of speculation underscores the magnitude of the signing, hinting at the possibility that Surtain's impact could be felt both immediately and for years to come. While the details of Patrick Surtain II's contract and the financial mechanics of the deal remain closely guarded, insiders suggest that the 49ers were willing to make significant moves to ensure his acquisition, a clear signal that the team views this as a foundational piece for the future. Rumors circulating among sports journalists and analysts hint at intricate negotiations involving multiple contingencies, potential performance bonuses, and incentives tied to both individual and team success, reflecting a broader strategy to align financial investment with on-field impact. There is chatter that the coaching staff is already planning minicamps and specialized training sessions centered around maximizing Surtain's abilities, allowing him to integrate seamlessly with the defensive unit while also mentoring younger players. Fans are speculating on social media about the dramatic effect his presence could have on matchups against elite wide receivers, imagining scenarios where Surtain essentially dictates the terms of engagement for opposing offenses. Analysts suggest that this move could also influence the team's draft strategy, with management potentially focusing on complementary defensive pieces to support Surtain, rather than attempting to rely solely on a single star. The overarching sentiment is that the 49ers are signaling a new era in their defensive approach, one defined by elite coverage, strategic flexibility, and a willingness to make bold, calculated moves that could reshape the competitive landscape of the league for years to come. The excitement surrounding Patrick Surtain II's arrival is not limited to the coaching staff or defensive teammates. Rumors suggest that his presence could ripple across the entire 49ers roster, affecting offensive planning, special teams, and even locker room culture. Sources close to the team hint that Surtain's professionalism and meticulous preparation are already influencing veteran players, who see his film, study habits, and anticipation as a blueprint for elevating their own performances. There is chatter that the leadership dynamics in the locker room might shift subtly, with Surtain emerging as an informal anchor for younger players who are eager to understand what it takes to compete at an elite level. Fans are speculating that the psychological impact on opponents could be enormous, as quarterbacks might hesitate or force risky throws knowing Surtain is patrolling the field, creating turnovers, or preventing explosive plays. Analysts are suggesting that this could lead to a domino effect in game planning, where opposing coordinators may need to rework their entire offensive approach just to account for a single cornerback, a rare scenario in the modern NFL. Rumors indicate that even the team's offensive coordinators may adjust game scripts to keep drives short and maximize time of possession, knowing that a dominant defensive presence like Surtain allows them more flexibility and less pressure to produce quick scores. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Some insiders are speculating that the signing of Patrick Surtain II might influence future contract negotiations and player retention strategies for the 49ers, as other defensive talents could see his arrival as a sign of the team's ambition and be motivated to stay or join the squad. Rumors from league insiders hint that free agents across the league might reassess their priorities, viewing the 49ers as a destination where defensive excellence is rewarded and mentorship opportunities abound. Analysts are debating the potential long-term impact, suggesting that Surtain's leadership could extend beyond the field, instilling a winning mentality in younger athletes who are still developing their skills and approach to professional football. Social media speculation is rampant, with fans creating projections and hypothetical matchups that pit Surtain against some of the league's most explosive receivers, imagining a season defined by his influence on both individual plays and overall defensive efficiency. Sources hint that the coaching staff might introduce new drills, coverage strategies, and communication protocols designed to leverage Surtain's instincts, giving the secondary more confidence and versatility. The rumor mill suggests that Surtain's integration could redefine what it means to be a 49ers cornerback, setting a standard of excellence and preparation that reshapes the entire defensive culture. Rumors also hint at a broader strategic shift in the way the 49ers plan to approach high-stakes games, with Surtain's arrival potentially enabling a more aggressive, risk-taking style of defense. Analysts are speculating that coaches might feel comfortable dialing up blitz packages, complex coverages, and disguised schemes, trusting that Surtain can adapt in real time to the movements of elite receivers. There is chatter among insiders that this could also impact how the team allocates resources in future drafts, focusing on complementary pieces that can amplify certain strengths rather than trying to fill holes in a piecemeal way. Fans are theorizing endlessly about scenarios where Surtain could single-handedly force turnovers, change momentum, or even dictate the outcome of critical games, imagining highlight reels filled with acrobatic interceptions, tight coverage, and game-altering plays. Behind the scenes, rumors suggest that the locker room is buzzing with anticipation, with defensive teammates eager to see how Surtain's instincts translate in practice and whether his presence will elevate their own performance. Analysts argue that the psychological dimension alone, knowing that the 49ers now have a lockdown corner, could make offenses rethink every snap, potentially creating hesitation, mistakes, or forced errors that the team can exploit. In essence, speculation is building around the idea that Surtain's arrival might not just strengthen the secondary, but transform the team's identity entirely. Social media chatter and insider whispers also suggest that Patrick Surtain II signing could have implications far beyond immediate on-field performance, potentially influencing marketing, fan engagement, and even ticket sales. Rumors indicate that the team's front office may be leveraging his reputation as a top-tier cornerback to bolster the brand, creating storylines that highlight his talent, preparation, and influence in shaping the defensive culture. Analysts are speculating that this could lead to increased national attention, higher television ratings for games, and even a renewed sense of excitement among the fan base, who might perceive Surtain as the cornerstone of a new era. Some insiders suggest that this narrative could extend into youth and grassroots programs, with Surtain serving as a role model for aspiring athletes, reinforcing the image of the 49ers as a team committed to cultivating elite talent. Rumors also hint that opponents might study Surtain more intensely than any other single player on the roster, adjusting offensive strategies to account for his presence, which in turn could create unpredictable and dynamic game plans that test both teams' adaptability. Fans are imagining every conceivable matchup, debating how Surtain might change the flow of pivotal games, and speculating that his influence could be felt from kickoff to the final whistle in ways that extend far beyond interceptions or pass deflections. This level of speculation underscores the potential magnitude of Surtain's impact on the 49ers, both as a player and as a symbol of ambition and defensive dominance. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.